All right, what's going on, everybody? Phil here as always, and I am going to be reviewing The Order 1886. Now, I know this game came out mid last year, I think, um, but I finally got around to playing it, and it finally became cheap enough that it warranted that I felt like I could buy it and not waste any money. Um, there's a lot of crap around this game about how it's too short. Um, it was a big letdown to a lot of gamers in 2015. I've seen this game on almost every single person's disappointment game list of 2015, or some even with the worst games of 2015. Now, I don't think it is a bad game, but let's just get started with the review. All right, so first thing I want to talk about this game is its graphics. Holy crap, this game is beautiful. Seemingly, like the cutscenes and the gameplay are the same graphic engine. It's seamless. It goes from cutscene to gameplay just perfectly, never skipping a beat. It's awesome. The character models are fantastic. The shading, the attention to detail in this game is just superb. This really is the game that shows off the power of the PlayStation 4. Which a lot of people were telling us. Now, this game was supposed to come out originally when the game launched. It came out almost a year and a half later. I just want to know what happened. What I like to... Well, I'll talk about that later. So for graphics, I give this game, it's perfect. Graphics, they're some of the best, if not the best, I've seen. Now I want to talk about let's see here, gameplay. The gameplay is typical third-person over-the-shoulder shooter. Guns feel great. Each gun feels unique. It uses cover-based shooting mechanics as well, which are just fantastic. I love those. It reminds me of Gears of War. Which is one of my favorite shooters to play, if not one of my favorite games. Plays a lot like the Mass Effect series later on. It works. I have no qualms with the gameplay. Gameplay is great. If you're a fan of third-person, over-the-shoulder, cover-based shooters, this game is great. Now, story. The game actually tells a pretty decent story. Not amazing, but decent. The game you are one of the Knights of the Round Table. You've lived for hundreds of years. And you are... The main character's name is Sir Galahad. I think I pronounced that correctly. And you lead a small team of other knights to... basically hunt down things of the night, evil, vampires, werewolves. That's cool. And the trailers of this game were just talk about how you fought against the evil creatures of the night, with very futuristic, steampunk-esque weapons, and that's really cool. Immediately when I saw this game, I'm like, holy crap, I need to play this. This is one of the things that helped me warrant getting a PS4. And while near the end of the story, I kind of called it. Some of the major plot points. But I will say I was surprised a few times in the story. Now, what I will say is that the game does leave on a cliffhanger. And I think it has two endings: a after credits scene and then a final scene and then an after credits final scene. Now, personally, the after credits scene does not need to be there. I feel like that purposely was put there for sequel, boom. Which brings me to one of the biggest things of the game is that it's short. It is absolutely short. I personally took a couple days to beat this one. I only played for maybe 2 hours at a time. It took me about I probably spent about anywhere from 6 to maybe 7 hours on this game. Well, 5 to 7 hours. And now, if I had spent $60 on this game, I'd be a bit upset about that. But I only spent about $10. So $10 for about 5 to 7 hours of gameplay, I think it's worth it. The way the game ended, I did not see coming. Part of it I did not see coming. But I think it ended okay. Now, what I think happened, honestly, is the fact that this game took another year and a half after its supposed release date to actually release. I almost wonder if this game was... I wonder if this game was much longer, like maybe twice as long or something like that. And when they were like, okay, we got this game, you know, we need more time to release this. We need more time to... hold on, I'm getting a little confused here. I wonder, like, when they were going to release this game, you know, they wanted more time to make this game better, you know, make it longer, and then eventually, the developers or the publishers, like, you know, hey, let's take half this game out, and let's make it into a sequel game. Let's make it a franchise. Because honestly, this feels like the beginning of something really cool. Now, there are some things of the story that I was not happy with. The fact that the only times you really fight with the enemies of the... Okay, minor spoiler alert if you haven't played this game yet. You only fight werewolves in this game. You see vampires. You meet a few vampires, but you don't actually fight them. You fight the werewolves, or the lycans, the half-breeds is what they call them. Maybe like 3-4 times during the game, and it's only these quick little sections that take maybe like 2 minutes. And it's the same thing. You fight them in a warehouse that they hide behind things, and then they charge out, you shoot them as much as you can, and then you dodge them, and then they run away, and then they do the same thing again. And it's annoying. It's like, really? You couldn't think of a better way to introduce these guys and have us fight them? And a few times you actually do, like, blade, like, you hand-to-hand combat fight them, you know, but it's the same thing. It's cutscenes. Or, no, not cutscenes. It's to sequence button pressing, where you... stab them or slash them once, and then you have to dodge them with a button press or using the analog sticks. You do it again, and it just, while it did build a little tension, it just wasn't as satisfying as I thought. Now, here's my final part of the review. Replay value. Personally, this game has no replay value for me at all. I know the story. There is no branching paths option. There's no reason to play this game a second time. There's not even a New Games Plus mode. Now, if you really, really enjoyed the story, or really just loved the gameplay that much, you know, maybe there are some people that really want to play this game again. I personally am not one of them. In fact, this probably will be taken off my console and maybe even sold back for maybe a couple dollars. Just to put it towards a game that I know will have more replay value. I thought this game would have a decent multiplayer. I mean, there's so much opportunity to put a multiplayer in here. Either a co-op or multiplayer like Gears of War does, like maybe humans versus lycans. That could have been so cool. And I could have sworn there was talk about a multiplayer in this game, and it just honestly is a giant letdown. It's not... Sadly, it is not worth the $60 that people bought it for. And I bet if you spent $60 on this game, you'd be very upset. Now $20 or $10? Yes. $20? Yeah. $20. I personally wouldn't. I'd not buy it for $20. I waited until absolutely, like, you know, Black Friday or day after Christmas sale. I got it for $10. That was worth it. There really is no replay value in this game. This is it's a game to set up a sequel. the Order 2 or the Order 1886 2, I mean, or the Order 1887 maybe. But yeah, I'm probably never gonna play this game again. All right, now final part of the review, my score. This is a tough one. I enjoyed playing the game. I will not lie, I enjoyed playing it. But there's so much potential and such a letdown in this game that like I can't. I'm going to give the game, based off its components, graphics, gameplay, story, replayability, I gotta give this game 6.5 out of 10. The graphics hold this game up. The gameplay holds this game up. The things that hold the game back are its replayability, how short the game is, and just the amount of potential this game could have had but didn't. So I'm going to have to give this game a 6.5 out of 10. I really am excited for the sequel. I know they will do a fantastic job with the sequel, and hopefully I will not be let down by that. I'm still going to post some videos I did of this game. I could not finish. I ended up just kind of stopping halfway, the recording sessions, and I did take a couple more videos of this game, certain sequences and parts, and even the ending. So if you want to watch those videos, fantastic. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. What was your opinions about this game? Let me know. Seriously, I'm bored at work all the time. I need something to do. Alright guys, thank you for watching this. If you did, like I said, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.